We're on.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's amazing show, Rock Cycle Lytle. Me and my lovely assistant, the core of the earth, who's very hot by the way, will be explaining to you what the rock cycle is in order for you to understand our spectacular show. Why don't you start us off?
I will. So the rock cycle begins with magma, lava below the Earth's surface. Now when this magma erupts, it cools, forming igneous rock.
This igneous rock can then, through a process called weathering and erosion, break down into very, very tiny pieces of rock.
Yeah.
We call these sediments.
Now these sediments get compacted together to form sedimentary rock. That's why sedimentary rock has so many layers.
Ooh, layers, like a grilled cheese?
I love grilled cheese.
I'd want one right about now.
We can go after the show.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Alright.
This sedimentary rock can then, through extreme heat and pressure,
Like a panini press.
yes, form metamorphic rock. This metamorphic rock then has two options. It can either, number one, go through the process of weathering and erosion and break down into those tiny sediments again, continuing the cycle.
Or it can melt like ice cream and form magma.
Yes, now this magma can then form igneous rock again, and that just keeps the cycle going. It just goes round and round like the wheels on a school bus. Now that we've explained the rock cycle, and I'm sure you've got it, let's move on to our lovely contestants. Open up the textbook! Pop! It's Cass's class, come on, turn it up! Heat from the Earth's core, the rock cycle begins. This creates very high temperatures within. Melts rock creates magma wherever it's been. It's very hot, creates pressure, let's begin. Sometimes it cools when it rises. Metamorphic rock different sizes. Yeah, you know what that is. It's got layers within. This is the rock cycle. Geo takes control now. It can't even slow down. Keeps on going round and round. This is the rock cycle. Listen up, we're real loud. It's still going on now. Very far underground. And in all the spheres, and all over Earth, another rock called igneous hay. Some erupt, some cool down, some take one day. Intrusive past crystals, how shiny! Let's learn about some more, what do you say? Of course, next is sedimentary. It's made up of different bits. We can call them sediments. They have layers within. This is the rock cycle. Geo takes control now. It can't even slow down. Keeps on going round and round. This is the rock cycle. Listen up, we're real loud. It's still going on now. Very far underground. And in all the spheres, and all over Earth. Wow, that was a really great performance. Why don't we learn more about the rock cycle through an experiment? So today we're going to be doing an experiment to figure out how steep a sand dune can be. So you're going to need some materials, like 3 jam jars, a bag of dry sand, a protractor, and a marker.
Okay, first you fill a jar half full of sand.
Then lay it on its side and tap it until the sand is level. Then draw a line on the bottom of the jar at the sand surface.
Once you have that line showing where the sand is level, you start to tip the jar until you find the sand at its steepest angle, and then make sure to measure it. Make sure to write down what you find your sand to be. So now you're going to do the exact same thing you did before, but this time with damp sand. So we added some water to our dry sand, and you're going to mix it around so that it's all evenly wet. And then you're going to put the lid back on and do the same thing you did before. So once the lid's on, you're going to shake the sand in order to level it out. And then once it's level, you're going to draw a line where the sand is. After this, you're going to measure the steepest slope of the sand as you move the container. Now you're going to write that down right next to your other writings.
Okay, now you do the same thing with water. So we filled up a jar halfway with water. And then you close the lid, and then you turn it to the side and mark where the water is. Now you tilt the jar and measure the steepest slope. Now you record what you measured.
What did we learn from this experiment?
So what we learned from our experiment is that when we moved the wet sand to its steepest slope, it was at 100 degrees, which was the steepest. When we moved the dry sand, on the other hand, it was about 60 degrees. And when we moved the water to its steepest slope, it was only at 40.
Let's see what we learned from this experiment. Number 1. Why are some slopes steeper than others?
Some slopes are steeper than others because from this experiment, as the sand got denser, it got harder to move, which meant that it had a steeper slope because it stayed in a more vertical position than, for example, the water or the dry sand did.
What effect does the water have?
The water makes the sand more dense, which in essence gives it a more steep slope.
Sand dunes can form on land or underwater. Which is likely to be steepest?
The sand dunes underwater because the sand would be wet, so it would be more dense.
So in summary, this exploration shows how sand moved by water or wind can be deposited on slopes that are quite steep.
Yeah.
Woo!
I got that on the video.
Alright.
Start from now. Welcome to our very special show tonight, Rock Cycle Idol. Now, tonight, me and my lovely assistant, The Core, will be explaining to you about... Oh, damn it, I forgot. Sorry, let's just redo it. She's literally like, Rock Cycle Idol. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very special show, Rock Cycle Idol.
What? We're on.
Oh, right, Rich. Very hot, by the way.
It's very hot, by the way.
In order for you to understand our amazing show. Explaining to you what the rock cycle is, so you'll be able.
Take 2.
What is magma?
Lava that cools.
Just don't. Mrs. Core. I'll be like, why don't you start us off, Miss Core?
Please don't.
Okay.
Miss the earth?
Do you miss the earth?
Well, I am hot. Now, these sediments
Yes.
get cold.
Like mints, yum. Sorry.
I hate mint.
Ah, me too. Okay, let's go over.
Damn it. You wanna go press it?
Who's very hot, by the way. We'll be explaining to you
The audience members who are not as stupid as Chiara.
Okay, Missy, who messed up on...
Missy.
Whoever messes it up has to
Alright.
take 105.
Yep.
The life of rappers is hard.
Gangster for too long. The gangster life doesn't fit me.
Okay, let's go!
Help!
Alright, let's go! Get this done, bitch!
Pops, I hate you!
Chiara! Rock cycle.
So,
Oh! Thug,
I'll show
life,
you the rock
swag.
cycle.
Oh, it's actually filming?
this isn't so bad.
I know.
Let's get someone to write
So once it's level, draw a line where the sand is and begin to tilt it till it's at its steepest
Are you
slope.
freaking... Are you dumb? I thought where the sand is. Are you dumb?
It took me too long, so
The sand is where...
So for this experiment, we're gonna try and figure out how. I said we.
Why not?
So today we're gonna be doing an experiment to figure out how stupid it.
You can't even say it right. You're too dumb.
So that all the sand is damp.
Claire, you're killing me. Okay. No, let's just.
Open up your textbooks, Paul. Come on, guys.
Oh, you say that.
Oh, I thought you were saying igneous rock. Can then through a process. Do you have a problem with your pronunciation?
First of all, it's igneous, not igneous. Second of all, it's pronunciation, not pronunciation. All right, maybe I should be the host of this damn show.